Welcome to Verbal Mirrors Reflecting Understanding podcast, where the power of words becomes a bridge between worlds. In this podcast, we embark on a dynamic exploration of the human experience, weaving a tapestry of diverse voices, stories, and perspectives. I am your host, Lavinia Richards. Join us on a journey that transcends boundaries, fostering connection, empathy, and a deeper understanding of the rich mosaic that defines us all. Get ready to reflect, resonate, and embark on a transformative odyssey through the art of conversation. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back. Welcome back to Verbal Mirrors Reflecting Understanding. But we're doing something with a twist, y'all. We coming on with a twist now. We doing something different. So we're gonna be talking. I got my dad on. Daddy, cut on your camera. Um, we are doing two cancers, one truth. So we're gonna be doing series, just chopping it up as father and daughter, just on real topics. And I love this because we get to have a male point of view, a seasoned male, a mature male who has a lot of life experience. And so today we're going to be talking about what does love really feel like, right? So I am Lavinia. Dad, let them know your name.
Levi Richards Jr.
Yeah, so we are going to, like I said, going to just chop it up. The one thing I want to start off with is honestly, just I want you guys to think about this. Love should not feel like pain. It shouldn't feel like trauma. It shouldn't feel like hurt. And so we want to just dive into it from my perspective and then my father's perspective, just to kind of, chop it up so you can see, get inside of a man's mind. I'm always talking about the women, but it feels good. And we're both Cancer. So he's June 22nd. I'm July 3rd. So his birthday is coming up very, very soon. So I want to start with, asking you that question, that what does real love truly look like? What does that feel like?
Um, a mixed bag. I mean, because you know, it's not automatic. It's like, we have to feel a person, and sometimes it's like we think it's one thing, it's another, and it's another because Cancerians have a tendency, at least your father does. I'm a diehard romantic. Love is essential to my existence. Uh, Sharing my life with someone has always been a motivation for me. Having that, that spark, that person, and you know, sometimes it's been a crapshoot because
Mm-hmm.
I saw something, I wanted something, I tried to make it something. I thought it was all that, and only to be crushed by my interpretation of what I thought love was. So I had to learn some valuable lessons over a period of time. And everything you look at ain't good for you. So,
Mm, preach. Damn. Right.
so
Right.
you
Right.
know,
Right.
these eyes will take you some places that'll mess you up. And
Yeah.
we feel everything. This cancer's just moon children. We just, if it's going on, we are maternal, and our gut lets us know whatever. And sometimes the information is way off base. So
Hmm.
what does it look like? It looks like a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Because it's searching for me. It's like that person that fits me, that rib thing, biblically, that thing that I don't have to use all the words. They basically have the interests that I have. We have interests alike in common. We on the same page. We vibing because you know cancer's like, it's important that, to me, it's important that you care as much about me as I care about you. You understand?
Absolutely.
It's important that I see that, I feel that, I sense that from you. I mean, it's crucial in my relationships. I mean, I want to know her. And my maternal instinct, I'm not, that's why I'm glad about a male cancer's perspective that I am in touch with my feminine side. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm not just a masculine person. My sensitivity, all these things make me maternal. So, like a woman feels something in her gut, in the pit of my stomach, whatever the hell it is, I know. So I'm looking for that. And if I ain't feeling you, I'm trying to figure out why I ain't feeling you. What's going on? If there's a problem, if you said nothing, and I know it's something, I'm not going to let it go until you give it to me because my gut done told me XYZ. So it's a discovery, man. What does it look like? When you find it, it can be a beautiful thing. But the search, the journey, shit, there's gonna be some chaos somewhere, man. It's gonna be some confusion. It's gonna be until you get there.
Wouldn't you agree though that because I said it shouldn't feel like, like a survival mode. So would you agree though that it has to grow over time?
Yeah, it does. I mean, but you gotta have the basic ingredients for it to grow. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
If you in China and I'm in Mexico and there's no blend or no coming together, you know what I'm saying? It's gotta be, it's gotta make sense. I mean, why am I feeling like I love you? Why am I acting? Why am I having these emotions? Is
Right.
this real? I mean, I need to know. But I don't had enough crap in my life. I've had enough experience in relationship that pretty much I got an idea of what I'm looking for. And what I'm looking for should be looking for me. And I'm saying there are rare occasions in life. It's not an everyday occurrence. Yes, it's going to take some time, but damn, at least that be some on the road in this journey that makes me feel like it's worth my while to pursue you. Because I don't mind that. You understand what I'm saying? But I need to know that it's purposeful. At this stage and all that I've been through with like relationship, assuming that this was working, this was like that, praying over it, walking by the water, asking God for direction. Is she the one? Is this the right situation? Huh? I go in because I want to know, right? I want to know.
Right,
So
right,
it's like
right.
it becomes, yeah, it takes time, but it's got to be the right person, man.
Yeah, I think so. I want to know, like, I mean, I think I'm asking this more so for the guests, but like for a woman, we need to feel safe in love. I think that real love feels safe. Would you agree
Okay.
with that as a man?
Uh, I believe definitely uh, it should feel safe. I mean,
Hmm.
that's like security for me. You know, I mean, can I trust you? Can I tell you things? Can I share with you? Can I open up with you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do I have to hesitate when I want to talk to you? Do I have to walk on eggshells when I want to say things to you? Worry about your response to what I'm giving you when I'm trying to be with you?
Hmm.
No, I need all that. Yeah.
Yeah, we need that safe space. I would agree. And I mean, people always want to say cancers are so sensitive, but I think anybody that's looking for real love should want reciprocity. It should feel safe. You got to be safe with the person that you're calling yourself in love with. That in most cases people spend their lives with, or marry or whatever that is for them. But if you're not a safe space for me, then what are we doing? If I have to question everything and wonder everything and, I'm not getting the reciprocity, then to me, there is no love.
I mean, but discovering this safe place you're talking about, right?
Hmm.
The thing that people really need to get about Cancerians, frankly, we don't care one way or the other. Either it's going to be a safe space or not. We're not going to fall apart if it ain't working. Does that make sense?
It
No, no.
does.
We just want to know, are you my safe space?
Right.
If you're not, let's discover that at the beginning of the game instead of
So
the
you don't
middle
waste
or
my damn
the end. Does
time.
that make sense? What? I mean, we're going to do
Just so
this.
you don't waste my damn time.
What we doing? I mean, because, I'm not scared. Rejection doesn't mean anything to us. If you say no, it's no, okay. I want to know why
It's
I
a moot
might
point.
probe it a little bit. to see how you coming at me, how I might get in your head a little bit. So why you say that?
Right.
Because how was I successful in business? How did I was a successful owning a clothing store, convincing people I have to get the gab. So no don't always mean no. So, but
Right.
don't play with my feelings about this. If you're not a safe space, let's clear the air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that people need to understand, especially for women. And I think there are some men out here too that will, put themselves on the clearance rack because they want somebody, but real love should not bring chaos into your life. You know,
Yeah, man, that's really
I'm
deep
not
what you
saying that
just said,
nobody
man.
cannot have any problems, but when you're in love for real, like if it's bringing chaos and stress and trauma, that is not love.
And what is that you just said, though, man? Put yourself on a clearance rack.
Yeah, who would do that?
You
Right,
understand
but
what I'm
women
saying? If
do
I got
it.
to get on a clearance rack and buy something, and all these folks standing around reaching, trying to grab and pick it, and what's over?
Baby,
It's like we chaos. No, no, no. We don't move like that.
we don't move like that. Yeah, and especially from a cancer's perspective, because again, it goes back to that safe space, not just in love, just in life. We have to have a safe haven for us. You know what I mean? And so I think that, I just wanted to mention that as women because sometimes because we're more emotional sometimes, and especially as cancers, like you said, we can get into our masculine. I mean, you can get into your feminine side. Well, as a cancer woman, I was too much into my feminine side. And so even though I'm very strong, very strong minded and all of those things, my emotions would cause me to put myself on the clearance rack previously. Now that's not allowed now, but I'm just being honest. And there are some sisters out there that are doing just that, that need to hear exactly what you're saying. Like put yourself up. What did you just say? Like it, hearing, because a man does not value anybody that doesn't value themselves and vice versa. I don't want a man that doesn't value himself, right? I need you to love yourself and care about yourself. So I just wanted to mention that because I have done it and a lot of other people have done it because they think that that's love.
But,
They think that that's the dynamics. That's what they got to do. It's a struggle love.
but you know, when I think about it all, man, it's like I have standards. I have
Man,
values. I value me, right?
period.
Um, I'm worthy. I'm worthy of your best. I'm gonna give you mine if we come into this thing together. So my selection is crucial because I don't have to take second best to nobody. You understand
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? If you ain't for me, you just ain't for me. I don't mind making a shot, but I am special. I walk into relationships all my life recognizing one thing, not thinking more highly of myself than I ought, but I always looked at myself as though I was a prize.
Yeah.
If you get me, you got something. You understand what I'm
Like
saying?
you taught me to be. Yes. The damn prize.
You know what I'm saying? It's
So,
that's self confidence. That's non-negotiable.
right.
I can't, and I'm not gonna shrink in front of you. I don't mind your intelligence, your degrees, your accolades, all these things. I don't mind what you
Mhm.
bring to the table. I don't mind certain other things either. But at any rate, I'll meet you where you're at. But if it's disrespect, if it's lying, if it's making stuff up while you talking to me and telling me you're
Mhm.
gonna get with me and not showing up, or I cannot communicate with you, or is something wrong with me, you know, being my romantic self, my real authentic self. It's nothing wrong
Mhm.
with me holding your hand, or you jerk away from me, or that kind of thing, or holding you, whatever, kissing you, whatever it is that this romantic person likes to do. You know, walk through
Right.
the park, go to a movie. Can we do together? Can we just have, because think about all the things that make cancer who they are. We love tranquility.
Yes.
We love tranquility. We create the environment where we have it, where we experience it, where we live it. We do things Spiritually, we like to get by some water, let them rocks do whatever they're going to do, let them waves do what they're going to do. We'll burn some
Yes.
sage to clear the air. We'll get this stuff out of here. You know, we do things to bring us peace. So we create our environment. We like soft music, jazz sometimes, and then we have some soothing R&B that we listen to, and then we want to rock it up a little bit. We create our own environments.
Yes, we
So,
do.
so when you come to this space, you know, notice this is a special place,
Mhm.
and receive me as such because I am.
Right.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
It makes a lot of sense. And not only that, I mean, I think that, we also have to look at love. Love, it's consistency.
Hmm.
You can't be on with me one day, off with me the next day. One day you want me in your presence, the next day you don't. Like, you need to be consistent. Real love looks consistent. It looks like somebody showing up for themselves and also for you. And I keep saying that because I had to learn that real love, honestly, looks like self love. Because those times that I was speaking of putting myself on the clearance rack, it wasn't intentional. I didn't go out here and, say, oh shit, I'm going to put myself on the clearance rack. It was more so coming from a broken stage in my life. You don't know what you don't know. And so oftentimes, now when I realized I was on there, I got up out of there, but it was just the principle of broken issues, things that I wasn't aware of, not loving myself, not understanding that real love didn't look toxic. Real love didn't look like trauma bonding. And so through my healing now, I understand that it's consistency, it's reciprocity. And as a woman, I need to feel that. A woman needs to feel safe um, with the person that she is laying with, that she is cooking for, that, all of these things. And so I wanted to mention that, and I love having a man on here. This is so dope because, of course, we're not going to always agree on everything, but at least women can understand. Like the things that you were saying as a man, women think that men don't like those kind of things. Men don't like to go. You said, go, let's go to the park. Let's go out to eat. Let's go sit by the water, da 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 da. And those things those are not love, but those are things that you do in love to create that tranquility and to create that peace in that environment, like you said, Cancerians bring.
Well, you know,
We know
along the lines of where
along
you're
the lines
going,
of what
when you first started out with this, your last comments, um, I had to flip the script a little bit, right? And Cancerians are moody people.
Yes, we are.
We have mood swings. And it depends on the situation. It depends on what the moon is doing. Whether it's half full, whatever, it depends. Everything affects us. That water, all this stuff. And, sometimes we don't know why we are where we are. So it
Mm-hmm.
takes somebody willing to learn us to get to know us as we learn them.
Mm-hmm.
For example, like we can talk about it because it's real talk, right? When I moved from New York to Indiana and I was staying with you in Noblesville, right? We didn't have no issues. Your space was I understood how the cancer was moving. I understood you had to get out. You couldn't be in for so long. I gotta, Daddy, I gotta go. You gotta go out and sit out on the balcony and get that sun and meditate and do what you gotta do. But you and I were always cool because there was no discussion about. We just for the same thing. We best friends and we know each other. So if people gonna have real relationships, they need to have a basic format like that. Because it's starting out the gate, you always good. Does that make sense?
Right.
You got the
Yeah.
point, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. I like that though, man. I mean, real talk. And we can be moody, you know what I'm saying? But we're always aware.
Right.
And so, that's the thing. I think that um also with I was trying to go with I think that healing changes your standards for what
Okay.
love
Yeah.
is, right? Because now I no longer like I recognize, oh, this nigga trying to put me on the clearance rack. She don't do that, right? Because of a place that I am in my life of self-love, knowing my worth and my value, understanding that I don't still reside in the broken spaces and places, um, of that hurt. It doesn't exist anymore. I survived it. And me putting myself, me allowing those things to go on was what put me on the clearance rack. So when I see it now with the healing, with the self love, with the going within, you know what I mean? It is easier now for me to say, okay, I need to heal this because I don't want to go into this relationship with this or whatever. But it also makes me say, okay, this so and so got me messed up. You know what I'm saying? So that healing is what put me there. And it changes your standards because now the same old liar or the same old cheater or the same old backstabber or whatever it is, whether that's in a, because love is not just intimacy, you know. You're my dad. I love you. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the same, but love has to feel real in any relationship, whether you're calling it your best friend or whatever. And once I started loving me, I started seeing the fake love. I started seeing the fake friends. So real love feels like safety. You know, it feels like consistency. It feels like reciprocity. It feels like, showing up. Like it just, and I just, as a woman, like I said, going through things on my own, I realized that like I don't have to do that to myself anymore. I can honestly raise my standards.
I mean, you hit so many nails on the head, man. I mean, we're not even the same person we were yesterday. And that healing process is where we get the victory. So, we have taken our lumps. We've handled those situations, maybe not
Mm-hmm.
appropriately, but the way we had to handle them, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
what awareness does,
Mm-hmm.
awareness just lets you see all things going on at the same time. You are not missing anything. You may not have it for sure, but it's worth noting in your brain still, put a pin in it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll circle back to it at some point. The healing process is where the victory comes in. The trials and tribulations of relationships, just people in general, man. If you don't have a standard and self beliefs, aware of your worth, your value, have a source of strength, calling God, because that's what He is to me. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Understand that I have guardian angels and no weapon, all these things gonna happen because they happen. But it's in the
Right.
healing that we get transformed. So I'm aware of what you're trying to do to me. I'm not able to see anything about it right now because I see you. I see
Right.
you. I know something ain't right about it, but that's development.
Right.
So awareness is just being in alignment. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Whatever is
Right.
happening, I'm conscious of all going on around me. Awareness doesn't necessarily mean I need to do something about it right now. But I saw it. I got it. I was broken over there when some of that stuff was happening because it hits a different way when you were broken and you're no longer broken.
Oh, that's deep. I like that. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Oh, that'll preach right there. Yeah, because when you broken, you having a pity party. You don't see you you on your own, people you attract that which you are. Man, and so you wondering why you got all this chaos around you because it's something within you that you need to heal. And not only that, pay attention to the signs. Sometimes we stay in love, struggle love, instead of leaving toxic relationships because we think it's love. That's why I kind of wanted to talk about this because for some reason, I don't know, we as women, and I can't say that for me because I have you and I'm grateful for that, and I can talk and be like, hey dad, this and this, and we chop it up about any and everything, right? And that is a true blessing for me. um but there are women who don't have this. You know what I'm saying? There are women who don't have the opportunity to hear a man say what love is or what love looks like to them. Of course, everybody is their own individual, but to hear it from a perspective that is not all, feminine and oh, I just love him so much is I like for them to see that we're still looking for the same things, especially as Cancer. So we gonna vibe because we hopeless romantics, but we not gonna let nobody play on us, play with us. Um, but I just wanted to bring that up because I want women to know and understand that it's not just because that particular man wasn't willing to give them what they wanted, or that particular, or men to know that that particular woman couldn't give them what they wanted. They don't have to stay in the struggle toxic relationship calling that love, right? Because it's nothing growing, there's no fruit there. Like, walk away, do your healing so that you can experience real love, because when you heal, that is the love, right?
Yeah.
What are your
Yeah.
thoughts about
Yeah,
that?
and it's the only time that you can be available.
Mm,
You can't be available broken, hurting, and in pain. You cannot be available to
I like
yourself or
that.
to no other situation. Boo. It's rough. It makes me want to tear up because it's real. The healing
Yeah,
does that.
yeah. This is
Uh,
real. Yeah, healing that man. Hey, it's listen, because again, because you don't know what you don't know, but once you find out and you have the opportunity to go into that secret space, that secret place, child, it's all over. Listen, I want to ask you this though. Do you feel like, because we only got a few more minutes, do you
right.
feel like you've ever grown up seeing healthy love?
Not that much.
Me neither.
I mean, I think that I've seen my through my imagination what it ought to look like, right? Uh, the unfortunate thing that there are no books on it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I love certain movies that were romantic. I cry over movies. I'm emotional like that, right? I remember songs like uh, the OJ's, Liberty. I mean, he said no, the Eddie. Last night, me and my
Mm-hmm.
woman, they fighting, right? They fighting.
Mm-hmm.
They can't get along. Last night, me. So you feel there's work putting in the effort if you got the right partner, and after fighting all night, then we made love
Right.
like we never made love before. You understand what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
can, if relationship has that potential, never say we're gonna have to fight and not gonna have disagreements, man. But you know what I'm saying? It's like healthiness is not always about you.
Right.
It's about the relationship, the nurturing. How much are you willing to give and how much are you getting back? There has to be balance, man. Otherwise, we stroking ourselves playing a game that's going nowhere. So I seen potential of stuff. I had imagination. Oh, that's a beautiful couple over there. They're fantastic. I see people holding hands, walking through the park, laughing and talking, man. But we don't go home with them. So you know what I'm saying.
Don't
So
have a clue.
so I, the better I'm at, I create what I want. But I'm saying the healthy thing is about healing. And you made me think about it when you were talking. When you reach this level, you can go to the finish line in your mind because everything happens from within, right? What does real love look like for me?
Hmm.
What is that situation? And can I feel it now inside myself, by myself, without that person? Can I feel like how nourishing it would be to have the right person in my life, to come home to this person, have this person come home to me, to have, the cook prepare our favorite meal.
Indeed, indeed, indeed.
You understand what I'm saying? To say, this weekend, we getting on the yacht and we're gonna take a cruise down to Michigan, whatever it is. We gonna do this. We're
Right.
planning things together. We're going to Europe this week. What does it look like when you got a partner that fits you on the same page? When you can feel when you get that feeling inside of yourself, That's the essence of your healing because you know it's coming. You know it's on the way. Wait for it. So all the teasers and the flirts that come your way, right? Because they're gonna come. Because they're gonna see this aura around you, this light. Oh, you look at him, look at her. She's just bright. And but they just come in to greet. They want some of that light. But that person, your person, you understand what I'm saying? Our
Right.
person is there. So and that I see what it looks like because of all I've been through.
Mhm.
And I don't regret a relationship I had. I didn't have a bad relationship because I didn't have a bad marriage because it produced all my children.
Right.
All my babies are here. My babies
Yeah.
love on me. I love on my baby. Do you understand what I just said? The work has been
Yes.
done. People grow out of relationships and they do end. But I don't have to stop loving this person. And I learned from my father a long time ago. He said something when I broke up with people and I ended relationships, marriages, things like that. I just had a simple statement. Well, we just didn't work out. We outgrew each other.
What happened? It just didn't work out, baby.
Listen, because if I tear you down, I'm tearing myself down, boo.
Absolutely, and that comes with the healing. Now, but I will say a cancer. It depends, like you said, what
Oh, that
new
part.
what you
Oh,
did to me now, because I
no, we
might not
don't.
have that much grace. You
No,
know,
our memory's long.
very. Listen, we can go on and on. We a
Yeah, we
little
got to
over
wrap it
30
up. I
minutes.
know you have
Listen,
a time restraint.
baby, baby. Listen,
To be
listen. We gotta
continued,
save something
man.
for next week. We gotta save something for next week. So listen, y'all. I got two questions I want you to ask yourselves. What made you redefine love if you have? And if you haven't, why not? And then, have you ever confused chaos with love? Those are the two questions. I want you to remember, like me and my dad were talking, the bottom line is real love shouldn't make you lose yourself. Long story short, real love looks like everything that we said: patience, kindness, self love, self appreciation, not putting yourself on the clearance rack, and so much more, right? It's about self preservation, putting self first so you don't pour from an empty cup, recognizing. But the biggest thing is that healing component, not what everybody else thinks about you, not what everybody else feels like you should do, but you really analyzing, like my father said, what does love look like for you, right? Because you got to determine that. And if you don't know what that looks like for you, then you're not going to find it. It's just not possible because you're going to be searching for something because you're not self satisfied. So it starts within, like my father said, just going within. So listen, I can go on and on. Daddy, we did it, baby. This was a good show. I thank you so
Listen,
much
man.
for.
If they like, man, have them in a comment, subscribe, man, hit the like button. Because we
And
if they
all
want
the things,
if
man,
they
I'm
want more
saying,
content
I
like
should
this,
be
man,
taking
I'm just
people to
saying.
Answers One Truth for more honest conversations. I was definitely gonna get to that. They need to like, share, subscribe, all of that, because we're gonna do more conversations like this weekly. Just so you can chop it up, hear from both perspectives. We're not gonna always agree, but we're gonna always have one truth, right? Because the truth don't need no defense.
That part.
So until next time, thank you for joining Two Cancers, One Truth. Bye. As we wrap up another episode of Verbal Mirrors Reflecting Understanding, we encourage you to carry the reflection sparked here into your daily interactions. Let the echoes of diverse perspective guide your journey towards greater empathy and connection. Thank you for being a part of our dialogue. Until next time, may your mirrors of understanding continue to reflect a world filled with compassion and unity.